I'm Alma from Sleazenation and I'm here with Olli from Reckless Love. How are you?
I'm great.
How are you enjoying the tour so far?
Well, it's been really fun. I mean, can't even no, I don't know where to start. It's been awesome. I mean, to get to play to new people every night, and it's been huge venues, plenty of new crowd for Reckless Love, and to get to meet new fans every night. That's been really good for us.
Yeah.
And great shows as well. Good venues mean that there's just great sounds as well. So it's been a pleasure.
So you're currently on tour with Black Bear Brides.
Yeah.
What's it like sharing the stage with them?
Well, it was a bit intimidating at first because I mean it could go either way, with the crowd. Because I mean if there's a big name like Black Veil Brides headlining, supporting them might be a bit tough. Because I mean usually crowds for big bands are like really fanatic and loyal to that band.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like, is it gonna affect on us? I mean, how's the response gonna be? But since the first night, it's been really good for us. I mean, phenomenal.
Yeah, I guess it must have been even more intimidating because you have sort of a different genre and you're not exactly the same.
Not really. I mean, when you think of it, actually, it's the same bands that have influenced us.
Yeah.
And they're influenced by Motley Crue. We've been, basically the same bands have influenced us, and it's been like it's just a different path that we've taken, and it's still rock and roll. I mean, we're not playing jazz.
So after this tour, you're coming back to the UK in the summer to play Download Festival.
Yes, we are.
Are you excited?
Definitely. I mean, Download Festival was probably it was actually the second show that we ever did in the UK.
Oh, wow.
And we did that in 2010. And I'll remember that festival for the rest of my life because I mean that was a starting point for the whole Reckless Love career. We ended up playing like for 10,000 people in the third stage, and all the people couldn't fit in the tent. It was insane actually. And just a month earlier we played in Eastern Finland for about 35k customers. So it was like a huge leap to the to the big stage. Yeah, and since then it's been constant good news.
So do you prefer the big summer shows or like smaller intimate club settings?
I prefer a show. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as the people are there. I mean, people have always asked me what's like the dream place or the dream venue to play. I don't give a fuck. I mean, we'll play in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere, as long as there's a good crowd. And surprisingly enough, there seems to be a great crowd for Reckless Love everywhere.
So it looks like you're touring all summer, quite busy. So what's next for Reckless Love?
Well, of course, we've already, we're planning, rough sketches of new songs for the third album. But I mean, we still have some major touring to do with this album, and I'm really looking forward for the autumn. I've got a big surprise for the fans, but I cannot reveal it yet. Too early to say, but I mean, soon enough. I mean, hang in there.
Okay. So what's your favourite thing about playing in the UK?
Well, the crowd, of course. I mean, the audience is phenomenal. They know our songs so well. I mean, some of the audience, they know my lyrics better than I do myself. I keep forgetting lyrics sometimes, especially if there's any alcohol involved. I'm bound to forget a word or two. But I mean, people sing it word for word. You never get that anywhere else.
Yeah.
Word for word. That's amazing.
Good. So it like motivates you if you see your crowd.
Yeah, because I mean, our songs are definitely designed to be like sing-along songs.
Yeah.
And it's something that it gives I mean, it's such a cliche to say, but the crowd, when the crowd is really into the music, it sort of becomes the fifth, in our case, the fifth member of the band. But actually, in this case, it has to be six, because the sound guy, from the house, is a really good friend of ours, and we feel like he's, one of the musicians as well. He does, what he does is art.
So, you guys have been on the up since the release of Reckless Love in 2010. What for you has been your personal highlight, your sort of favourite moment?
But as I said, probably Download Festival 2010.
Yeah.
And to be, completely honest, this tour is one of the most memorable experiences I've done so far. The crowd has been absolutely amazing. I mean, last night we played at Leeds, and it was, deafening, the roar from the audience when we stepped on stage. I mean, we're the support act, and people give us such a warm welcome there. It feels so good and it's so great. I mean, it's one big happy rock and roll show, family, I don't know what it is.
So after such an explosive first album, was it hard to go back into the studio and produce the follow-up?
Not really, because we really wanted to do it fast and to get over with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rock and roll, it's not brain surgery, and people keep adding up pressure for the difficult second album, and we just didn't want to do that. I mean, we actually ended up booking a huge tour in Finland and the studios at the same time, so we were constantly on tour while recording the album and writing it at the same time. The record was actually done completely, starting from December to the beginning of June, and we did like 54 shows in Finland at the same time. We ended up touring on the weekends and being in the studio for the weeks, writing the songs, recording the songs. And that was a busy time for us, which, it was perfect for the album. We didn't have any time to overproduce it. It sounds honest, it sounds rock and roll. I think that the songwriting stuff became, it came more fresh in a way, because I mean, you didn't have the time to think if this is really hair metal. I mean, because during first album we made a conscious decision to make hair metal songs. And this time we just wanted some really good songs, and songs like Hot came, and that was, for me, it was really a great experience, because I always wanted to do like something that's on the edge of not being hair metal, being really mainstream, and then again being also at the same time being really hair metal. And Hot, I think that's like a perfect tune to describe that. And then of course there's like songs like Animal Attraction, which is it could be made by Def Leppard.
Well, the reactions to Animal Attraction have been great. But how do you deal with any criticism?
Well, the criticism, I never read any. No, I mean, it's well, the reviews are just one person's opinions,
Yeah.
And the thing is that if the worse that the review is, the more colourful the words are, and it's actually funny to read it.
Yeah.
And there's been just a couple of those okay reviews. Most of the reviews are, this is a complete piece of shit, or this is like the greatest piece of music ever written, and that's how we like it.
Yeah. So, if you had to sum up the whole album in 3 words, what would they be?
Well, it would be Hot Animal Attraction. I'm not sure. I mean, such a difficult task. I'm not even gonna try to attempt any to go any deeper than that. It's rock and roll. Come on, it's not like philosophy or anything. Or yeah, it's philosophy, but the philosophy is that there's not supposed to be one in rock and roll. I mean, forget about tomorrow and enjoy today, enjoy the moment.
So, how do you pass time when you're not touring or writing music?
I mean, actually, I don't think that there is a time when we're not writing music. Pepe actually, he's like the main songwriter of the band, and he writes music even in his sleep. He's got this mental radio going on in his head, and sometimes he wakes up with new songs in his head. And he just he's a brilliant musician. He's really accurate, and he just like takes out a recording device, like an iPhone, and puts like the memo thing on, and he just takes out an acoustic guitar and sings it right in, sends it to me, and what do you think? I think it's great, and I use that as a blueprint for the lyrics, and the whole blueprint for the song is right there, and it's that simple actually. And sometimes he comes up with a riff, and he's doing it all the time. But yeah, I mean, our pastime is partying, sports, sometimes, taking it easy, trying to relax, doing interviews.
Not pressed, yeah. What bands are you currently listening to?
currently at the moment, I'm not actually. Let me check. You know, I got my iPhone here, and I was just listening to music on the bus when we came, and I think it's a Finnish band. Indeed, it goes like this.
So these guys are Finnish?
Yeah.
Okay, so how is the Finnish music scene?
Like this.
Do you see bands like this live yourself?
This is actually like our favorite Finnish band. It's called Popeda. Popeda. And as you can hear it, it's kind of like Reckless Love, easygoing rock and roll music. Well, it's kind of like a, semi-slow tune, but anyway.
Yeah, well, that's cool. And in the spirit...
It's called an ode for sausage.
That's so random.
It's like inside humor of their band, and I mean, people think of Finland as the birthplace of this really dark and angry, gloomy heavy metal bands. But in real life, if people would be that depressed, they would have killed themselves. There would be there would be nobody there up there anymore. And most of the Finnish bands are actually quite easygoing. There's a flip side to the coin. When you flip the coin, there's another side to it. And for the long, dark, depressing winter of Finland, there is actually the most intense summer ever. I mean, the sun never goes down. You can get a tan during midnight, and
Well, in the spirit of the upcoming summer, what's your favourite summer anthem?
Well, probably by Popeda. It's apart from Our Hot, of course. There's actually they've done a song called, roughly translated, Long Hot Summer. But I mean, it's kind of like a second national anthem in Finland.
Right.
It's really, they're huge in Finland.
You should maybe do a cover sometime.
We might.
So where can we expect to see you guys in 5 years' time?
I hope we're gonna be back here headlining, or somewhere even bigger.
Still sticking to the music.
Yeah, definitely. And once we've gotten this far, there's no stopping us now. I mean, it was just like a little boy's dream. At one point we've invented ourselves. I mean, we just completely, we came up with the idea of Reckless Love for thin air, and we made our living with it. And right now we're actually, making. I mean, we can make ends meet, and it's great. It's like a really good feeling to be out on the road and know that you're making money. It's not like the most important thing. If you wanted to be rich, we would be in total. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like the bigger you get, the bigger shows you get, and the more entertainment value you can offer people. I mean, tonight I noticed that Blackfield Brides has brought up some pyro, and it's the stuff that we would love to do like every night. I mean, to get like all big bombs and stuff going on.
Yeah. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Can we ask you to finish up the interview by telling us a random fact about yourself?
A random fact of myself? Well, is that I always put on my left shoe first.
Really? Just a habit?
Yes, I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's sort of a superstition of some sort.
I'm sure most people do without realising.
Yeah, it could be, but I mean, I've actually did it a couple of times, and I put my right shoe on, and it just feels awkward.
Well, thank you.
It's not right. I have to take them off and put on the left shoe for it. Maybe I'm neurotic. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thanks. We're looking forward to seeing you.